Hi everyone. This is the fourth time I've tried recording this video because every time I get into it I start sneezing like an idiot. But hey, comedy factor. Hopefully I'm arrive. Right. This week, a few little bits and pieces came out just recently. Nothing major. I wanted to do this video later today to see if the market would react during the US session. It hasn't really done much. I think Thursday is the interesting day. I think tomorrow as well with the China PMI. We may well get factored in with certain dollar movements over the course of time. Just be mindful of that. Looking at the homepage though, the obvious homepage, this situation here could be a problem in the future. We'll see. Moving on. BTC, I want to ask a question, and I've not asked this before, and I want to ask it now. Has Bitcoin been ranging for at least 260 days, give or take? There's a potential it probably has, you know. If we're looking at some sort of sideways action, you could probably argue that maybe, who knows. It's a bit ugly. Looking at the monthly time frame is even worse, like, oh hello. So yeah, we'll see how things go. But if we're looking at that level, it's kind of interesting. Obviously you've got a big level up here. We've obviously got lower levels down here. In my opinion, I think the correction's, I don't want to say over, but we're starting to show signs of life around this point. Obviously 3-day time frame, you can see that. 2-day time frame, you can definitely 100% see a little bit of a change here. And obviously, yes, on the daily, not the greatest. So are we looking on the 2-day time frame? It actually looks really nice. So are we looking at potential? Obviously, you got this curve. That is a start of obviously a trend, right? An upward trend for the first time in a while. So we'll see how things do plan out. But the question that I've also got is, will we retest this 25k level? We've got to. But I struggle to see, and I say this a lot, where the demand is going to come from. We have got a lot of information thrown at us. Last night, BUSD was announced that it is going to be delisted from Coinbase. The market shat itself a little bit yesterday, for obvious reasons, when that happened. However, there's only $250,000 worth of volume over 24 hours, certainly when I looked yesterday, in that pair. So it's a nothing story, really. So yeah, we got spooked. We seem to be okay right now. So we'll see how things go. But right now, we are forming a bit of a trend. If we are looking at this sort of situation here, yes, we have found a level of interest, obviously the 382 levels, give or take. And then we may well see us go a bit higher. We may not have finished this move yet. This move may go much higher. If we are going to go and retest these extension levels, expect a short squeeze even higher. It wouldn't shock me. It would not shock me in the slightest if we're going to look at those extension levels. Certainly when we look at the trend and stuff like that. But when you zoom out, you can see that, yeah, we're at the top of a level. If this carries on going, FOMO will probably happen. Whether it does or not, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not going to go too deep today. I'm going to look at a few altcoins, a few random ones I've not looked at for a while, for obvious reasons. But ultimately, we've got to look at what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin is the king, and it is so far in a bullish formation. So yeah, interesting. Let's look at some random ones. Let's look at Quant. So all buy levels, I can get in the bin. This one looks interesting too. So every single altcoin, in my opinion, is looking very, very different. Now look at this. This looks random as hell. Look at it. So you've obviously had this massive impulse, and we've got a pullback. We have reacted on the 618 level. So this whole level here is massive for it, right? When we look at that region, you can see here, humongous level. So we may well find that this could bounce quite nicely on this level. Certainly something to look at, certainly something to consider, but it's a bit of an ugly chart. It looks like a fucking spider. It's like, ooh, hello. Will we go and retest these levels again, potentially? If Bitcoin is solid, it probably will, so we'll keep an eye on that one. XRP. We're not going to do TI on that one. That is what you define as a probable, high probability range. It's like, hello, I'll change those to my normal new colours, which look better. Look at that. It's ugly. It stinks. Near Protocol, another one. Not quite moved yet. A lot of people are getting very excited over Near, as am I, because I like it a lot. But we could probably argue that that's just a really horrible looking range. If we're going to do their TA like that, keep it super simple. Look at what's happened over the last few days. I wouldn't even say days, weeks. It's been really, really range bound. I wonder where this is going to go. Hopefully to the upside. We shall see. So accumulation zone, boys and girls. Don't sniff at near. Don't scoff at it. It may well be a good area to buy. Remember, $21 was its all-time high. Metis, another little example. And I'm just proving a point here of what I've been saying. Everything is starting to fucking slow down. I want this to happen. I genuinely want this market to just freeze, just for a little bit. Chill out, relax. And we are finding little pockets where it's ranging, even in the altcoins as well. So I know a lot of people are bearish. I know a lot of people are bullish. I've had a lot of shit on my YouTube channel. I've had a lot of shit on my Twitter when people are going against me, which is fine. I don't mind that. It's the whole point of the game. When I was bearish, everyone was bullish. When I was bullish, everyone was bearish. Doesn't mean that I'm right. Doesn't mean that I'm wrong. It's all about perspective. But what I'm seeing here is still opportunity. If everyone is listening to this thinking, I'm not fucking buying Metis, I can just wait for it to be $20. If it doesn't go to $20 and it goes to the echoings of my video of why I went all in my opinion section, it's important to note that if you miss a region like this and you're scoffing at it, and then you're going to rebuy back in at $160 because you think you fucking missed it, just buy it in the regions where we currently sit. We reside in a nice area for a lot of things. Make a DAO. Hello. We're starting to range here as well. You can see everything that I'm looking at is slowly starting to hello, we're going boring, boys and girls. So yeah, hugely important factor. We're sitting comfortable at the minute. This is not bearish. This is not bullish. This is just sideways. It's just fine. Just relax. It's cool. It's probably accumulation zone. And we've got to think the halving narrative and all that kind of stuff. Yes, it will approach pretty quickly. It will get towards a year. It was roughly about a year away. So we'll see where things do go. BNB had a bit of price action, but this is still a pretty significant kind of range. If you're looking at this point to this point, there's loads. There's loads of things that are genuine ranges right now. So this is why this TA video is going to be pretty shit. I'll remove that. Let's make a new one. So you can see here where current price is, right? Boom. The obvious level here, if this does bounce off this point, for obvious reasons, is obviously here. But look at where this price has been bouncing in between this region quite a few little times over the course of the last few months. So yeah, hugely important. So that being said, we just got to look at these factors. Atom again. The only one that probably isn't really ranging much is because it had a massive gigapump, but it's gone a big old downtrend. The hype cycles kind of went off this one. This could go lower. This could go much lower. This could go down to $9, even down to $7 again. We shall see. Remember, token emissions on this one might be a killer. So yeah, the fundamentals of the market feels like we're in accumulation zone. Until something happens and we get a big volatile move, we're not going to probably go very far. And you can probably argue the same with this sort of situation again. Similar sort of situation, big impulse, higher low, higher low. Are we going to make a new high? If we make a new high, sweet. Depends on how much those altcoins move. They might not move much, right? They might not move at all. Bitcoin may just be the one that's going to move, and then the dominance will change. Dollar, recovering a little bit from its little impulse. It's pulled back a little bit, not by much. Gold is starting to bounce. We've bounced literally right before this level, this 1800 level, which was what I identified as a massive monster level. If bounced, what the hell does Bitcoin do? I want to know. So yeah, there's a lot of factors to look at, but you got to look as well. The S&P is looking rather shockingly boring as well. Just been, this whole level is it's just a reaction zone. Not a lot happening around that 4,000 level. I know there's a lot of doom and gloom out there. I know there's a lot of people going, we're going to go down to stupid levels. But even though in the darkest of darkest days, we could go really low. We could go very low. But the question that I've always got with this sort of situation is, yeah, of course we can go low. But will Bitcoin follow it? I don't know. I don't think it will. I don't think it'll follow it as much as people think. I think Bitcoin's holding up well, considering over the last few months, it's been doing very, very well. When you consider the fact that this has been melting since February and Bitcoin actually made a new high, is very, very interesting. It decoupled. So yeah, there's a lot of factors. Would I want it to go to the fucking floor? Of course I would. It'd be fucking hilarious. And also, it'd be a great opportunity for us lot to make some money. Basically, buy as low as you bloody can. I will definitely be putting capital into the market if that is the case. But there's no point planning for it if it's never going to happen, or it won't happen. I don't know if it's going to happen until it happens, right? A lot of people talking certainties on the internet. We can't allow it, right? If it goes up, cool. If it goes down, cool. Plan for each event. But the reality is, this is still here. This could drop down here. And then it could find itself a little bottom area, and then it may well just float around for a while. It's starting to slow down. It's starting to get boring, this market. Very, very boring. You can see it's already in chop mode. Since what? August, into the low, pull back, chop, chop, chop. But also still an uptrend. When you think about this, from this point here, from this low, this could be the low of the market. This could be it. This could be the bottom of the S&P 500, right? This could continue going higher. We could be looking at this as a market move. Bear with me. So impulse in towards this region, went up to that point. Cool. But if we're going to go from this point to this top here, 618 level, had a bit of a reaction. We could be going much higher and much higher. We could actually be doing a mini melt up, which is fine. Could happen. If it does happen, sweet, we make more money. If you're in the market, that is. Depends on what you've got, though. Anyways, me done talking. Not much to go on today. Bit of a shitty day, really. It is what it is. They're never going to be ferocious. They're never going to be exciting. But some things are looking okay. Right, realistically, accumulation zone, yeah, look fine.